Hi, thank you for joining me today for Beginners Yoga. We're going to start at the beginning. Obviously, you want to start with the yoga mat, but the other thing that you also want to have every time is a bottle of water. Props that you may find that are beneficial to you include a yoga block and a yoga strap. You can find all of these things on Amazon, fast, cheap, and easy. So for starters, we're going to start with some of the more important and easily overlooked aspects of yoga. It's so much more than just an exercise. We want to first start with preferably a nice quiet place to work, to practice, but we want to bring focus to our breath. It's not just that normal in and out breathing. You actually want to totally fill your belly and your diaphragm, and when you exhale, you want to completely empty your belly back out. Generally speaking, unless you've got a sinus issue, you want to breathe only through your nose. So it's an inhale through the nose and a slow exhale through the nose. That exhale is going to be similar to if you were going to fog up a mirror or a glass. So, normal breathing would be, but you're going to do that same motion with your mouth closed. The reason for this style of breathing in yoga is because it actually helps heat the body and it helps you work out the ache that's in the body. So the warmer the body, the easier it is for the muscles to do what you need them to do. So go ahead and take a few seconds or even up to a minute and work on that breath. You can even think of it in terms of, we all have parents, we all come from a mom who gets on our case, because that's what in the mom handbook. So that kind of exhalation of I can't respond and mom's just gotten on my case. Only you don't want this face. So we start with the breathing. One of the reasons that the breath is so important is in Vinyasa Yoga, which is what we'll be doing, your moving is with the breath. Breathing faster doesn't really help you, for one reason because we're moving with my breath, but also because you get more out of it the longer the length of the breath span is. So we're going to start by moving into what we call child's pose. You're going to come down to your knees on your mat. As a backup plan, you can also always use a bath towel or a beach towel. It's about the right size. So you're going to sit down on your feet, bring your big toes so they're touching, and you're going to bring your knees the outside of your mat. You're going to convince the cat that she wants to move. No, not play. And you're going to slowly walk your hands forward, letting your heart and your chest come down to the mat. You can even rest your forehead. This is your perfect resting pose. If you ever feel that you're getting too much and the practice is getting too heavy, you can always use child's pose as a rest. You can either use this form, which is an active form of child's pose. You can even bring your knees closer together to support your torso and bring your arms back behind you to your sides. That gives you a little more of a break. I find I at least like my arms out in front of me because it helps to brace my body. And you're going to stay in this position in child's pose. Knees the outside of your mat, toes touching, chest sinking, and just bring your focus to the mat itself. Nothing off of the mat matters. And you're going to inhale and exhale, letting your chest sink a little lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And now you're going to invite in your Ujayi breath, that victorious breath that helps heat the body. In and out. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale, exhale, let your heart and chest melt a little lower. In yoga, a lot of times we refer to the heart and we're referring to the upper part of the chest. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, slowly walk the hands back and come up on the knees. You want the knees to stack directly underneath your hips and your hands directly underneath your shoulders. You come to a flat back. We call this tabletop. This is the position you're looking for. No arching or bowing in the back. Just nice, flat, steady, stable surface. And then you're going to, on your inhale, you're going to tuck your toes under, and on your exhale, you're going to actually push your sit bones, your sacrum, up into the sky. And you're going to separate your feet about hip width apart. And this is downward dog. Go ahead and pedal your feet as if walking in place without picking up the toes. This helps loosen up your calves. We also call it walking the dog, since you are in downward dog. You can even sway a little bit side to side if you feel that's comfortable for you. Try and move with the breath. Find stillness and bring both heels down. Now in downward dog, the ideal that you want to feel you're working for is to get your heels to the ground. You can see it, mine are actually about an inch, possibly 2 off the ground. It's okay if they never get there, because that's not actually the purpose of downward dog. What you want to see is a nice flat back, so you want to feel that feeling. It's okay that I'm actually up out of my shoulders a little bit, because you don't want to sink into them, because that actually cheats your muscles. You want to push yourself back, as if you're pushing the floor away with your hands, and trying to drag your heels to the ground. For an internal thought process, you could even try and push your chest into the gap between your lower legs. On your next inhale, rise up on the balls of your feet. Exhale and draw the heels down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale and down. Alright, on your next inhale, you're going to lift your right leg with your foot flexed, like you're standing on that wall behind you, wherever it may be. And you're going to stay here. Try not to shift your weight too far to the side, because it's actually going to throw you off. Inhale and exhale. In and out. On your next inhale, you're going to rotate your hips so that they stack on top of each other. Make sure that your shoulders stay squared on the ground, so you've got your weight distributed evenly. Keep that foot flexed. On your next inhale, square the hips off, and on the exhale, step your foot through. If it gets stuck, go ahead and pick it up. You're going to put it next to your right thumb. On your inhale, you're going to draw your heart forward. If you can, you want to come up to this level. So you're drawing a straight line straight back to your heel, all the way up to your shoulders. Here, especially for beginners, is where that block can come in handy. You can actually come right here. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Whatever you're doing, if you need to be on the floor, if you can come up to this level, just try and keep a gap between your torso and your thigh. On your next exhale, surround the foot with both hands and step the right foot back to meet the left. Go ahead and push into downward dog again. And you're going to inhale the left leg high. Again, your foot is flexed as if on that back wall. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and rotate those hips so they stack. And exhale. Keep your weight balanced between both palms. Spread your fingers, it will help. Inhale and exhale. On your inhale, square your hips off, keep that leg lifted. Exhale, bring it through to meet the left thumb. Again, if it doesn't make it, go ahead and pick it up and move it. Inhale, come up off the thigh, and let the heart blow forward. Drive out through your back heel, and exhale. In and out. As you notice, my foot was actually a little too far back. Inhale, and exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale, surround the foot, step back, push into downward dog. Go ahead and bend your knees. And this is when you're going to bend forward, and if you can, support your torso on your thighs and just relax your body. We call this a ragdoll. You can grab opposite elbows. Go ahead and sway side to side. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Now release your hands to the ground and very ever so slowly, and it's slower than you think. Roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae, little by little, until you come up to standing. Your head is the last thing to come up. Go ahead and face your hands forward, and this we call mountain pose. Inhale the arms forward and up. Exhale and fold forward. Your flat back, which could be here, it could be here. When I say flat back, I mean where your back finds that flat, perfect edge, all the way up from the shoulders to the tailbone. As you can see, it could be here. It all depends on where your comfort zone is. So you're at your half lift, flat back. It's the same thing. Exhale, put your hands on the ground, and you're going to step your left foot back into that high lunge again. Inhale, you lift. You're going to put your hand on your thigh muscle. You're going to push that away from your hip and drive out through that back heel so it's nice and strong and straight. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Surround the feet and step it back to meet the other. Roughly your foot in between the two. Inhale and rock forward to what we call a high plank. You want your hands underneath your shoulders so that when you lower down, you're going to bring your knees down first, bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Then you're going to lower your chest and your chin. Your butt will stick up a little. It's okay. Inhale, flatten the body, and let called cobra. Inhale and push back to your tabletop position. Tuck the toes. Exhale, push down back to downward dog. Inhale that right leg. Exhale, step it through to meet the right thumb. Inhale. Exhale, step the back foot forward and fold. You need to bend your knees, it's okay. Inhale the arms forward and up. Keep your back strong and flat. Hands to standing. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, hand on the thigh, push the muscle away from your hip. Inhale and exhale, drive out through that back foot. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale Exhale, surround that foot, step back, push into downward dog. Separate your feet. Inhale, rock forward to your high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Push the feet into the top of the floor. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale, push into tabletop, and then your downward dog. Inhale, the left leg comes high. Exhale, step it through, left thumb. Inhale, head and heart goes forward. Exhale, step the back foot forward to meet the left and fold. Inhale, arms forward and up. And exhale to standing. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step both feet back to the top of a push-up. Exhale, and this time you can either do the knees, chest, chin, or with the elbows grazing the sides, come down to just when the elbows hit the ribs. It's going to be off of the mat, only the tops of the feet, and your hands are in. Don't dump into the shoulders. That doesn't help you. If it hurts, go cobra again. Go to cobra. Come up here, upward dog. You can either look straight forward or behind the wrists, not forward. Exhale to downward dog. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Push back a little more. Inhale, bend at the knees. Set your gaze towards your hands and walk your feet to meet your hands. Inhale to half lift. Inhale your arms forward and up. Exhale, hands to standing. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend at the knees. Bring your like you're sitting in a chair. This is actually called chair pose. Now make sure you don't have sway in your back. You don't want what we call duck butt. Bring that flat so you've got a nice, strong, straight spine. Arms up overhead. You can even rotate your hands inside. Inhale, exhale, and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Spin the heel flat, but you want to have your toes pointing towards your upper corner. Here. It'll give you better balance. Inhale the arms forward and up. And you are now in Warrior One. Check your alignment. That's where you want to be. If not, try to bring that back heel back a little more, which will help your toes point that corner. That's actually what gives you this alignment forward. Inhale, exhale, hands together through heart center. Surround the foot. Step back to top of a push-up. And lower, cobra or up dog on the inhale. Exhale to downward dog. Separate the feet, make sure that you've got space, and breathe. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale that right leg high, foot flexed. Exhale, step it through to meet the right thumb. Spin the back foot flat, toes pointed towards the corner of the upper mat. Inhale, arms forward and up. Whoop. And that happens. Just inhale and exhale. Inhale Exhale, hands together through heart center. Surround the foot. Step back, top of a push-up, and lower. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Push back a little more. Inhale, bend at the knees. Set your gaze towards the top of your mat. Hop, step, or float your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway to your flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale. You have just done 3 sun salutations. So now we're going to do a little more work. We've warmed up the body now. Inhale, you're going to bring your feet together. We call it toe heeling the feet together because you're bringing the toes and the heels together. Inhale, bend at the knees, arms forward and up into chair pose. Check your back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hands together through heart center and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step both feet back, top of a push-up, and lower. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, and exhale. You may notice that when I transition between upward dog and downward dog, I roll over my toes. It actually gives you greater stability and flexibility in your feet. Perhaps start with one foot at a time, eventually working your way up. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, step it through to meet the right thumb. Spin the back foot flat, toes up towards the corner of the mat. Inhale, the left arm forward and your right arm back. We call this Warrior One, airplane arms. Make sure you've got a gap between your thigh and your torso. It actually feels better in the body and gives the muscles the ability to work properly. Inhale, cartwheel the front arm to the back of the room and the right arm forward. And you're going to actually bring that back foot flat. So to give you a reference point, you were here. You're just going to do this. You might need to move that foot, your front foot over a little so that you have that perfect T. One foot comes back and towards the other so it splits the other in half. And come into Warrior Two. You may find that this knee comes over some. You can either bring your hand or do it with your thigh. You want it to point towards the middle 2 toes. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, bring your forearm to your knee. If you have the flexibility and the comfort, come down to either a block or the floor and bring your left arm high. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look at your foot to protect your neck. Inhale, come up to Warrior Two again. Sink into your front knee and check your adjustment and alignment. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel the arms around, surround the foot, step it back to meet the left. Exhale, high plank to low. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step it through to meet the left thumb. Spin the back foot flat for warrior one. Inhale the right arm forward and the left arm back. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, cartwheel the arms around. Exhale, down to warrior two. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Exhale the forearm to the thigh. When you're ready, come down to a block or the floor. You can even tent your hands. And bring the left arm straight up. Go ahead and look at your hand so that you don't have this. That really takes you out of alignment, puts crunch in your shoulder. And you want to stretch out of the hand, out of the arm. If you find that you're depending too much on either your leg or wherever you're resting, go ahead and hover for a second. Let those muscles work. On your next exhale, go ahead and look at the ground, protect your neck. Inhale, come up to warrior two and sink. I know it's burning. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale, surround the foot. Step back, top of a push-up, and lower. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and come down to your knees. And go ahead and walk your hands back to your knees as if you're standing right at your knees. So the feet are pressed into the mat. And we're going into what we call camel pose. It's an back bend. So you're going to put your hands on the top of the back of your bottom and point your fingers up towards your shoulders. If that's not comfortable and actually hurts, go ahead and point your fingers downward. Discomfort is fine, pain is not. Inhale, your head and heart lift. Exhale and slowly walk your hands back. You may only come to here today. You may want to tuck your toes under and come back to your heels. You can also, if the flexibility is finally there, go ahead and let your feet lay flat and take the back bend. In and out. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale, slowly walk the hands back up and bring yourself up to knee standing and come over into your tabletop. Resist the urge to arch or bow your back. We call that cat and cow. This actually is the healthiest way to counteract the bend. Okay, so you're in tabletop. Nice flat back. Go ahead and tuck the toes under. On the exhale, push your sit bones into the sky. Push it back, bend the knees, and slowly walk your feet to meet your hands so you can take a seat on the mat. Keep the feet planted on the mat and bring your arms out in front of you, palms facing each other. Tuck your chin and slowly roll back on the mat. Bring your feet back to meet your bottom, as close as they can. And when you're ready, on the exhale, go ahead and push your hips, lift them up to the sky. If you can't rock your hands underneath your body, grab opposite sides of your mat and push them apart. If you can, bring your hands underneath, wiggle walk your arms under, and clasp your fingers, interlacing your hands. You want your palms to touch here. Inhale and exhale. If you need an assist, take the block and place it right above your bottom, but still in the fleshy part of your back. This is more of a restorative bridge with the block, whereas the arms under or holding onto the mat is a more active form. Slowly lower all the way to the mat, starting with the top of your back and the middle, and then the bottom. Inhale, rock your hips forward to create space between your low back and the mat. Exhale, rock them back so you can flatten your back into the mat. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, and back. One more. Inhale, forward. And back. Now you're going to bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. You can even rock side to side for a little bit. Now cross your feet at the ankles. You're going to rock forward and back, and forward and back, until eventually you come to a seat. Go ahead and bring the knees around. You're going to plant your feet and come up to a standing position. Inhale to flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale to mountain. Now we're going to try a balance pose. We're going to start with a really good solid balance pose. We call this one tree. So you are going to shift your weight to your left side and bring your toes of the right foot next to the ankle of the left, and you can even rest your heel above the ankle. You can start with your hands at prayer at heart center. If your balance allows for it today, you can bring your foot up to your calf or even up into the thigh. Just please avoid the knee area. When you're ready, you can bring your arms out or overhead. Bring the hands back together through heart center and slowly lower down. Bring your hands to your hips and lift that right leg out straight. Keep that foot flexed. How high can you bring it? This is that cut muscle here that we all know and love. If you don't use it by a certain age, you will lose it. Hold it and slowly lower to the ground. Shift your weight into your right foot. Adjust your kickstand with your foot. When you're ready, bring your foot placement to your comfort place. And bring the hands to heart center. When you're ready, you can lift your arms if you so choose, if that's where you are today. Bring the hands to touch, down through heart center. Slowly lower the leg to the ground with muscle control. Bring your hands to your hips. Slowly lift that left foot out, leg flexed, foot flexed. How high can you bring it? And hold. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower to the ground. Alright, go ahead, and if you have that strap or a towel in the meantime, go ahead and grab that right now. Generally, you want to keep your props within an arm's reach from the mat. So go ahead and you can let it sit next to your mat if you're ready. Inhale your arms forward and up. Exhale and fold. Go ahead and bring yourself to a seat. Stretch your legs in front of you. Bend your left knee. I bring that foot to the outside. Bend your right knee and bring it to the outside of your left knee. Make sure that foot stays flat on the ground so the whole foot is in contact. And now you're going to take your left arm and either hug your knee into your chest or anchor your elbow on the outside, palm facing up. Cartwheel your right arm around so you've got it flat up against your back to give you a reference point. Right here. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, further your twist. You can look over your shoulder, it helps. Inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little more. Inhale and exhale, release to the front. Bring that knee inside to the normal placement. And go ahead and let that knee drop out to the side so your foot is on the inside of your left thigh. Here's where you may want the strap. Go ahead and loop it over that foot. Make sure it's not twisted. Inhale, lengthen the head and torso. Exhale and fold. This may help you get more fold. Keep your back nice and straight and just pull in little by little. If you have the flexibility, go ahead and walk down further. Just remember, back straight, not so much the fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, release the strap if you used it and slowly walk your hands up your leg. Go ahead and put both legs in front of you. Now bend your left knee. Bring that foot to the outside of the right knee. Foot in complete contact with the ground. No tilting. We want that full contact. Go ahead and hug it with the right arm. Make sure you bring it into the body so it helps you straighten up. Cartwheel your left arm around. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. In and exhale, release to the front. Bring your left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Adjust that strap as needed on that right foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Last one. Inhale, exhale, release the strap. Slowly walk your hands up your legs. Bring both feet in front of you. Lengthen the spine, nice and tall. If you need to, you can even put a block underneath your bottom. This will actually give you a bit of a self-assist. Inhale the arms forward and up. Exhale and forward fold. You might want that strap on the feet again. Same thing, keep that spine nice and long. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You may still be almost completely upright. That's okay. Just keep working at it. Inhale and exhale. Release the strap. Walk your hands back up your legs so you're in a seated position. Remove the block if there is one. And go ahead and bring the arms out in front of you, palms facing each other. Tuck your chin and slowly roll back. We're going to do a little bit of core work. Go ahead and bring your feet up to a 90-degree angle as if you're sitting on a chair but on your back. And you're going to place your palms on tops of your thighs. So when you inhale, you're going to press your thighs into your hands, and on the exhale, you'll resist with your hands. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Release your knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe rock side to side. Go ahead and bring your legs up straight ahead of you as if your feet are standing on the ceiling. Slowly lower the right leg all the way to the ground. Even slower, lower the left leg all the way to the ground. Inhale, you're going to bring your knees to your chest and bring your right hand on the outside of your left knee. Bring the left arm out as if to a T as you slowly lower your knees to your right side. Try and keep that left shoulder in contact with the ground. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, go ahead and look over that left palm and exhale. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. This time, bring your left palm on the outside of the right knee. Right arm out to the side. And slowly lower your knees. Make sure your right shoulder is in contact with the ground. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Give yourself one last nice little hug. And slowly lower the legs down. Now bring your arms slightly out to the side. Let the feet splay open. Go ahead and close your eyes. Enjoy your Shavasana. This is your rest at the end of yoga. Inhale, exhale, and release it all. With your eyes still closed, slowly bring awareness back to the body. Feel the breath fully fill the chest and the abdomen. Let it work its way out. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. When you're ready, go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Slowly rocking side to side. Eventually coming to rest on your right side in a fetal position. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and place that left hand on the ground and push yourself up to a seated position, bringing your hands to heart center. I want to thank you for coming to your mat today and sharing this beginner's practice with me. Namaste. Until next time.